Okay, you know this chart. I made different flavors so to cover different aspects from a tea point of view, but the direction is the same, only the viewing angles are different. Or yeah, so this is the macro level weekly, where this is a rectangular pattern. And you know that I haven't touched anything in this chart. This chart is very old actually. Um, maybe at least 6 weeks old. This used to be my background picture on Twitter. I changed it recently, but this used to be the picture when it was right on top. Of course, the probability was different. And now you see, this is what is happening at this moment. Uh, head is already complete. Then it bounced as expected. The bounce is more or less equal to the left hand shoulder, right, which is the right hand shoulder. So it is possible that it may play around in this range to complete, or not necessarily, that it will just become wider as far as the right shoulder is concerned. Not necessarily it will create a symmetry on this one. It could come down and go down, right? So that looks like, especially the way it behaved yesterday. I think yesterday it went down little lower than I thought, because structurally it has weakened. So if you look at weekly, because of that, it is red at this moment, right? This is the fourth week. Today is Thursday, I mean Friday technically, UTC wise, and that's not a good sign. Week is near end, not a good sign. And so point is, if this could retest this one, but this structure, if it goes down from here, then it's not positive. Retest usually happens when it goes wider, right, and then it comes down and then goes up. So that's something we'll have to wait and watch. I'll give some time for that, but at this moment, this is not looking good to me. That's why I arranged this call and decided to leave a message for all of you, even those who are away at this moment. Right. So this looks weak, and by the time I wake up, I'm not sure if this turns out to be a big red one. Nobody should be surprised. So I'm not. I'm. Yeah. I, I see weakness. So otherwise, I wouldn't have arranged this call. Anyway, so this is clear with you. I think 70%, 30%, nothing changed. And today only I saw that this it hit, even in this one it has rejected by this one, because I was tracking Binance version, which is this one, and I had this support level, so I was tracking this one more or less S3. I forgot that in that version also it was the same, but that's good. So here you see it's rejected. Another thing that I wanted to show you is the trend line which started from here. It's a little cloudy. Do I have Bybit? Yeah. So if you look at blue line, this is still cloudy. Let me remove this thing. I remove the white. Orange. Orange is needed. I'll just put aside. Okay. I don't want to delete the. I don't want to delete the inner drawing which you are tracking. Okay. So if you look at, man, I wish I could make it simpler, but I think it's not so bad. Okay, fine. You see the blue line. Blue line started from bottom of the March 2020, right? Then touches this line, which is, that the most critical one, correct? Uh, July 29K level. If you extend that, then you get this line. And now, so in this particular drop from last week penetrated, and we want, it's, the week hasn't ended. Technically, it hasn't ended. It's Friday, and that's one of the reasons that we don't have enough time. So idea was this has penetrated, as you could see, and this week's supposed to had to actually break above, because if this goes down at this level, then the downward pressure will go up. Okay, this particular bounce should have actually broken. And interestingly, as I said, there are two methods. One is the trend line. You see this blue line, very accurately. This blue line has rejected this bounce. See, perfect rejection in a way. Not something we wanted to see from a long point of view. But look at this, perfect rejection. This is something I saw a couple of hours ago when I updated. I didn't see this. So to me, this is uh, this is not a good sign. That because this trend line, I pay more attention to this trend line even more than S3. So we saw that it rejected. Um, we have uh, multiple um, drawings. So of course S3 52600 was important, but this blue trend line is even more important. Okay, so when I saw this one, that made me think differently, because I thought maybe I'll wait for a day or two, and then maybe tomorrow end of day I'll, you know, reassess. But today I decided, after seeing this, I didn't see this one. Anyway, so this is not so good. Okay, so let's say let's hope in this case. I mean, hope means hope doesn't change anything, but expectation point of view, we would like to see this one at least near blue, right? So if this if this bounces, because in on 12 hours, if you look at it, it's not that bad. At this moment, it has bounced, and it is just over 1%, but it's at least positive. It's green. Um, but you know what? This 50K was a resistance, so it got rejected even from 48, 49K. 51 is a 50 to 51K is a local resistance. And also, if you look at from a simple trend line point of view, if you draw a trend, I don't want to add a lot of drawings, but let's just see this one. If you even it's below this one, so you can say this is positive, but no way it's we would like to be here. We would like it to be here. So this is not good enough, right? Um, so now from risk point of view, if this candle's low, which is whatever 47354, if this is broken below, you need to be on high alert. Okay, because I'm not sure, it could go all the way here, or it may not stop here. Okay, I mean, usually it doesn't ignore this because this is a major support. But the point is, even this drop is not so small. So at this moment, it's about preparation, because I won't be online to track and update you. So you will track this one 47354, roughly speaking. See, this one low is also important, which is 47142. So maybe this low, you track it, right? And then there are this one more, this one, but I think this is more important. Yeah. So anyway, 46, 47 is important range. If that is taken out, then there's nothing. Yeah? Okay, then it would just go go all the way. It could go all the way down. So that's a scenario. So, but this is 12 hours. Okay. But my bigger worry is this at this moment, that this is a red candle. This is not green candle, rejected by the blue trend line, which is the macro. trend line started from March 2020, right? So that's and if you look at this flavor, and then this is another flavor. This is also very important. So this was a channel. This is a daily, not a weekly. Uh, if you look at this one, so I added two arch, if you remember, on the BTC daily, but I kept this cyan color channel for a reason, because it hit this one, touched this one, and if you look at the midline, it actually was a resistance. So I kept this one because I knew that when it tried, it will try to penetrate. So very interestingly, um, this is the third thing. Okay, so first thing is my S3 point of rejection. Second thing is the trend line, which is a major one, and this is the third one, that this channel's trend line also rejected. So see, there are three different technical points here, and all three kind of a confluence and rejection. So this rejection was kind of so much of a so probable, um, yeah, highly probable. Right? And as I mentioned, this particular drop, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. This is so, and this is deeper than I thought. It broke this violet particular. We won't be able to see this. Maybe I should go another word. You see what happened here at the 12 hour. If you extend this one, support, 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 and broke it. So that's why I didn't like it. Right. This is again. This is a local pattern. It broke it. Okay, fine. It stopped here. It has to stop somewhere. I calculated this as well, right? Tiny box that I share with you on BTC Intra. There are so many supports at a smaller time scale. There's no end to it. But this time, it's not about local ones. But I'm giving you some reference that, okay, it stopped because there was one support here, small one. And this is a bounce. Now, if you look at, there's absolutely no energy at this moment, unless some big someone who wants to desperately protect this thing may come and pump something. We don't know yet. But at this moment, there's no activity, and it could try to go up and break above this one. So there are a lot of things. One is this purple line has to be broken above, and then second is it has to break above this cyan line, which was the point. Then if it is able to break above this, so it requires 52k. So I was talking about 50 51k, but I think to be safer side, 52k is needed, because then it will land over here. Once it lands here, then the chance of recovery is higher, and also that will cross this point of rejection. It total makes sense that it must break above 52k. Okay, so I'm trying to explain the same thing from different point of view. Feel free to ask me if anything is not clear. Actually, if I go a few days back, there's a one more structure that, if it is this is too heavy, then I'll try my best to simplify. Okay, but if you look at it, this is the 29k, this is 40k, and then this was the first drop after new all-time high, right? And if you focus this red line, this is the point of, this is the defense, first defense. So um, here we had a nice bounce and all the way came down, and you see this red line actually defended a lot, right? Defended a lot, good bounce, and then consolidation, but then it broke, and then it never came close to the red line, right? So ideally, if this had enough energy, forget about the cyan line. Actually, we wanted the bounce to be back above the red line. That's why, but then I drew this one because pattern got changed. But when it was here, first drop, it should have actually bounced and returned back to this area, right? But then there was a big fall, and now and later there was a bounce, and the bounce could not even reach this zone, because this is the immediate wave. As I say, this is the recovery wave. The If you think from a TA point of view, this was the all-time high, right? And then this was the first 55% correction. So what you see here is a first recovery bounce, not just bounce, not just ordinary bounce, because this made actually a new all-time high even for brief time, but still. So this is no ordinary bounce. This was in a direction of new all-time high, actually speaking. So this particular wave was supposed to make a big one, and as I said, this is not a normal dip, not something like what we saw here. This is pretty deep, right? So this fall we had to take seriously for many reasons, which I explained, but I'm just going through the past quickly. The point is, this particular momentum failed over here, the hammer. This was, and now what we are seeing is catching up. It's trying to catch up what it missed. It trying to catch up, and as part of that process, this was the first major bounce which got rejected from here. So it must regain at least this peak, right? If it cannot break above this and reach 52K, then I don't see any reason why. Um, I mean, then I see lower level, as simple as that. So I was just trying to explain the background, that why this is so important and why this height was not good enough. In Yeah, so it is possible, as I said, it can come down to all the way here and then bounces and then again consolidate. If that happens, then it will eat up whole entire December month. But that's a scenario. But right now, even this drop, even if it drops from here, this drop is going to 12%. So easily for us, you can count 20 to 30% drop. Okay, easily. I would be surprised if not, because usually it's 2 to 4 times that in that range. So that's why it's important. So even if it doesn't make a new low, but even if it retests this previous low, this is still deeper. So a message is basically, if you're trying to commit for a longer term, I would say hold your horses. Okay, I know I'm asking for a lot of patience, but you don't have a choice, because situation is not rosy at this moment. I'm highlighting the key levels where once it reaches there 52K, then you can open up. But if you are very impatient and try to assume something, and then I don't know, you will have to face you I mean there can be a challenges, and I see a risk here doing so, right, for the reasons I mentioned. So if you look at this chart, when it started dropping, it tried to survive here, another big drop, trying to bounce. So this is the important thing. If it loses, then it is going to take at least another 1 week or 2 week for it to recover, because you can imagine all this, even this bounce took so many days, right? And now it has come to this one. So you can imagine if it drops here, then reaching here will take at least couple of weeks. So even worst case than in that case. And if Bitcoin drops this, then alts could make a new low. We're going to see each and every one quickly, but this is so important to understand the Bitcoin thing. Okay. What else? I think so. This is 12 hour, and but I'm sure you at least you understood what I'm trying to say, right? But if you are not clear with something, feel free to ask me. So I try to explain through different charts, and this is weekly. You see how weak it looks like, right? At this moment, so that's why. And yesterday's low we saw, keep that as a point of reference, okay? And just try to Yeah, just try to be patient. Yeah. What else? So that's Bitcoin. Hmm. So before we move into other coins, this session is being recorded. Um, so you don't have to worry. You can go back again if you want to know. But if you have not understood anything, let me know. So far, feel free to ask me. What I'll do instead of going through all the coins, maybe you tell me what coin I should take because not necessarily everyone who is on call. Maybe we can do it that quickly, right? So tell me your coin and I'll have a quick look, and then of course we'll go through all, but at least we'll start with yours.
I'm sorry, Mahir. Did you want us to talk while you were still recording?
Yeah, yeah, we're recording, but go ahead. It's okay.
Okay. I kind of have a question. You were saying, I mean, it seems like the situation is not very good, and you told
Yeah,
us to be patient.
yeah.
Uh, well, being patient, if I'm already in the market, do you think I should take a step back and go back on cash and wait,
Yeah,
or?
I mean, I cannot advise, but I already gave the key level. I said on 12 hours. If
Mhm.
this level or this level is broken, then this is this next support, 46 plus, right? Around 46
Right.
support. And after that, there is nothing. So it could come down all the way here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the situation. I don't know. I mean, especially because I'll be offline for 5 6 hours. So and I know that that's the time where it dumps usually. So I didn't
All right.
want to take
Yeah,
chance.
I understand.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, Em,
Hi.
can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Good.
Can you
Yeah. Go ahead.
please analyze Luna?
Luna. Yeah. See, Luna is very strong coin. Okay.
It is.
Luna has hit R4. It tried again. But if Bitcoin drops, Luna is unlikely to hold. But Luna is something where shorting Luna is dangerous. Even if you sell a little bit of Bitcoin, improvement in Bitcoin, it shoots up like anything. And not just shoots up, like if you look at this, this is a crazy coin. It made new all-time high. It not just bounced, it erased the loss. So this is the strongest coin I have seen in recent time. If you're holding this one, at least there is no immediate risk. But if you look at what is happening here, it's not that it's immune. This also dropped by 30% approximately. So if Bitcoin goes down, I don't think this will remain up. But as soon as Bitcoin stops, this could go up so quickly that you would not feel that you lost. But it's a chance because what I saw here, I was amazed. Of course, I mean before this, I've been noting and highlighting that this is one of the strongest coins, right? But this bounce is is out of the world. This is out of the world. Um, in matter of hours, it recovered. Matter of
Hmm.
hours. So even if it drops again, and let's say retest R3, if Bitcoin bounces, it can go back to R4 in no time. So that's what I mean. This is based on behavior and the strength, and looks like the people who are holding this one or trading this one, probably this is one of the top ones. When Milo wanted to short, I said, forget about Luna. You try something else if you really want, but no Luna, unless, because that kind of coin. So this is extremely strong coin. Yeah, so I would say if this is broken above, then there is extension I gave 37, and I'll give you R5. And so if when I wake up and see it, if you see if this goes up when I am back online, don't worry. I mean, then yeah, enjoy. I'll give R5. Nothing. if it goes above this orange line, right? So from a happy scenario point of view, I'm going to give R5 if it continue going up, right?
Thank you.
So yeah, the reason, as I said, the main reason behind this call is I'm going to be offline for 5-6 hours, and right now looking at Bitcoin and yesterday's performance, I'm not 100% sure about its strength. Okay, so at this moment, as I said, it's staying okay. It's positive 1% plus, nothing wrong, kind of. But I don't see the energy. I don't see the energy, and also a little bit of kind of a melting in effect, which is not giving me any confidence. There is no momentum at this moment. That particular the bounce that we have seen so far is more like a reaction to the support that I mentioned, but it's not real urge of recovery. So that urge of recovery is not there. What I see is reaction from a bounce, and there's going to be bounce, right? So that's what we saw, but there's nothing at this moment where it's say, okay, I really want. Well, Luna is just an exception. Luna, the way Luna behaves is as if it really wants to go up, and it went up, actually made new all-time high. It's so crazy. Anyway, so that's Luna. Yeah. So I think that's it, right? Let me know. Anything else? Anything about Luna? There's nothing more to add from my end.
No, that's great. Thank you, Em.
Okay. What else?
I noticed that you said before that Ethereum seems to be showing a lot of strength against
Not
Bitcoin, but
today.
I feel,
Oh man,
yeah,
not
I was
today.
gonna say today it seems very
Not
weak
today.
against Bitcoin.
It's strange. Not just that, Solana surprised me. Actually, I got surprised with Solana. I'll show you. Look at this. This is 12 hours. Forget 12 hours. Look at this weekly. This candle is no good. This is deadly candle. See, look at that. So this candle is screaming for a downside move. It could come down to this 140 level overnight. It looks like.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. So look at this one. You see this blue line, right? Our support, correct? So you see how many this is on one day, right? So in last few days, supported, and now it has returned back. This is not a good sign at all. When it bounced this much, this is, yes, that's what I'm saying. Yesterday's deep correction was deeper for many coins, deeper than you would expect. After this bounce, you would expect this consolidation somewhere here. If it consolidates somewhere here, it would try to recover next day and so on. You know, kind of a this level is not good. This is just an edge, and this is also one of the strongest coin. Not as strong in last few days, but still, I mean, if you look at last few months, this is one of the top ones. And right now, it's really looking weak, especially if you look at the weekly. Look at this. This is screaming for. I mean, I don't have any words. If I mean, looking at this, there's the highest probability of making a new low. Crypto is crazy. Nothing, anything can happen. But if I look at present, then this is like 99% going down all the way here, and then it will create a head. It hasn't created a head like what BTC. So that's a sign of strength compared to BTC. That's a sign of strength.
Mihir, can I
But
request for Ethereum?
Ethereum? Yeah. Let's go through Ethereum. But I just wanted to show you. So Ethereum is, as I said, Look at the Ethereum is one of the strongest one, right? So Ethereum is strong from a different point of view. There is no major movement. It is strong in terms of resilience. It is not falling compared to other coins, as if Ethereum was used for parking their money. You know, as if, I mean, we don't know that, but as if, or maybe some other reason, whatever is the reason, but it was amazingly strong. As I speak, it's melting actually. Anyway, look at this trend line, resistance line, rejection and rejection, right? So like Solana, it hasn't created head, but if this is broken, this is very similar to Solana. Only thing is this is a little stronger than Solana. Solana is sitting somewhere here, and it is supposed to complete this head. I hope you're able to visualize. If not, I can draw it quickly. See, like this. So right now, this particular 3885 has been a great support for last 4 weeks, not just 1 day, 2 day, for last 4 weeks. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is fourth week, and this is. But if it keep coming on this one, if see, it's not able to break above the orange level which I gave resistance. It tried. It's not able to break above, and if it keeps coming, and at this moment it looks like it will come again, then this blue won't be able to hold it. Thing. So in that case, 3250 becomes high probable resistance. It can actually go all the way to below 3K 2700 range, completing this particular arch. It is very well possible. Okay, and in that case, after that there is a bounce, and this can go really ugly after that. I don't want to go fast forward because things could change, but this is another head and shoulder where this level can be retested 1600. I don't know if this comes down to this level, then who knows. I mean, uh, but I'm not, I will not talk about that, but you know what I'm saying, that this could be a potential top, all-time high. Who knows? um, I mean, it would be too early for me to call out, but I am kind of leaning towards, because the way it is behaving, this is especially Bitcoin, it is not a dip. Ethereum is holding up, but I don't think it will survive if BTC goes down. Especially Ethereum is weaker today. Anyway, so that's Ethereum. Yeah, 3250, but it could also come all the way to 2700. So that's Ethereum. What else? What other coin? Let me know quickly. Then we can go through other coins. Hmm? Okay, should I go through all the coins quickly? Because if you're not holding, maybe I had to. Anyway, this is being recorded, what I'm saying. Okay, I should go through all.
If you don't mind, Maker and Neo, I know it's not on the list probably, but still, if you can just help me on that.
Okay. Just one, okay. Which exchange?
Binance, please. Maker and
Okay.
Neo.
Why? MKR. Okay. So Aave is coming close to the last week's low, right? Which is not so good. So obviously, this is the point of defense. I mean, Yeah, point of defense. ADA, ADA, very similar behavior. You see, it tried to break above. So this was the line supported here, right? And then of course it went up and then got rejected by the orange and then come down all the way, supported by 1.22 support, went up but rejected by the left. So this is a technical play. You can see that, yeah, how it is rejected and now it is coming. So again, so if this is taken down, then it's going for 0.94. Algo, look at that algo. This week, yes, last week, other crypto were actually weaker, and this algo was stronger. It's other way around. Now, algo this week is weak, seems weaker than so many other coins. This is not good. So if it comes down to this one, it is going to land on this one, which is 1.2, and we will have to see. I think this orange is likely to support. But even this drop in that case is not small drop, right? 20% drop with algo. And I think it should react somewhere here. 1.24. So Alice, similar behavior, very much. You look at that. It tried to climb up, break above this line, fail. But it's okay at this moment. It's not. But when I say okay, means it's at least up by 2%. However, look at this one. This line has been a lifeline, 10.8. So if this is taken down, then goes to the next level and so on. Yeah, it has to break above the red line and sit somewhere here. So this also better than other, but still, pressure is more on the downside. That's for sure. Atom, look at that. It made a new low. So of course this is weaker, pretty weak, right? Last week's low is broken, and this is the London support. After this, there is no major support but 17.4 something. But yeah, range of 70 on weekly. So looks weak, much more weaker than AVAX is one of the strongest one. We know that even in the performance wise, like amazing. So it has retested already the last week's low. So at this moment, it's up by 4% something, but with BTC drop, this can lose easily. If this breaks this level, I think there's nothing major here. I don't know where it will stop because the next major one is 52 point something. Can it go down after 52? Who knows? Probable because there's nothing in between that I can say. 52 to 54, which is pretty deep, I know, but maybe 60. But still, that is deep. But that's what it is. Yeah. So looks like around 30 to 35% drop is probable with this coin. Doesn't look like at this moment. Yeah, but of course the condition is BTC. Okay, AXS is also one of the strong ones. It made a new low. Is not good. So if this is taken down, I think in this case also there's nothing until 63. So look at this. This is also weak. There's no bounce here. There's no bounce. Block also weak. So it in this week. So last week it broke the support. This is also technical move. Look at that. It tried to recover but rejected by the support line. Right? And this week's low was the support. So if this is broken in this case, it could come down to 0.058. BNB climb touched this one, whatever number, I don't remember, 17, 16, R16, right? Bounce, then rejected by R17. This is also technical move, right? And then yeah, this is like in between. But this is pretty strong coin. Okay, BSV had hit retested R1. So R1 was hit earlier, then it has almost retested, and then this was a bad drop. Now this is an edge. To me, if it goes down further, then it's at big risk because 128 is the last level. After that, after that, I have no clue where it could stop. So I know Milo wanted islands and all, but looks like islands are far-fetched at this moment. Doesn't look like island is going to sink. I shouldn't say that. But point is this looks weaker now. It was nice bounce, news based and event based, but looks like this is also under pressure. Right? So one thing is for sure that whatever happened in the case, it definitely pumped the coin. Also, it changed some fundamentals for sure because it was not a small case. It started in 2018, I think. It went on for 3 years, and then so not a small case. Significant, I would say. But yeah, but as far as price action is concerned, right now it's following BTC. It's not going against BTC, so I would not say anything different at this moment because to me, no matter like this coin might do wonder, as I said. Mm, but I'll say it again. Either this coin would replace BTC if Craig goes with his plan, and if that plan, whatever he's testing, is able to realize that as far as scaling is concerned. And so, if that works out well, and if he can provide more evidence about him being Satoshi or whatever, at this moment, I'm a little in between. I would not go into that. So as I mentioned, I'm going to keep an eye on this BSV because I'm interested. Mm, this is more closer than Bitcoin Core as far as original design scaling solution is concerned. So that interests me. That's why I'm interested. So my focus is going to be on this coin for sure. Whatever news or fundamentals, technical point of view, not TA point of view, but technology point of view. Yeah, at this moment, I had to talk in terms of charts because that's what I do. At this moment, this looks weak, and there's no, it's not diverging from Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin looks weaker to me, I must say that this could also go down with Bitcoin. Okay, CELR is again written back to. So this was not a big bounce. So this is one of the strongest one, but very poor bounce. To me, this bounce is no good, not at all. So if this is taken down, then yeah, this 1.04 will be the high probable support all the way. CRO. This is showing some strength, pretty deep, right? And then but rejected by this support. See, this is also a technical thing, and then support got some bounce from here. It's not bad at this moment, but it's today's low is, I mean, this week's low is taken down, then again it could come down. There's no major support because even this low is pretty deep. If you look at it in terms of percentage, even if it retests this one, this is 30+%. So there's nothing in between. Here the big thing, because this pattern is so big. I need a bigger screen. Look at that. This is real top formation. This is so scary. This is the only chart looking so scary to me. I mean, of course, other looks, but this is like, I don't know. This straight away saying 50, 60, 70% drop. I had to measure this, but roughly speaking, this is a huge, huge pattern. It survived here. This is the textbook. This is a perfect descending triangle. I don't know. This could really go deep. So it's something we had to keep an eye. This buildup is huge. Wow. Look at this. Another technical move. It retested this last week's low. Tried to bounce. Rejected by the support. Again, written back to some mid-level. This is at risk. If this is taken down, maybe this is the level 22, but after 22 there's nothing. It can go really deep. There's nothing. Wow. BTC bounce is so important. So in next few hours, by the time I'm online, if it bounces, then that's a good news for everyone. Otherwise, I don't know. Because this. Look at this one, EGLD on a weekly, rejected by R15, right? So supported by this line, white line, then rejected by R15. Another technical move. Now it's coming back. After this, there's nothing much except 170. And yeah, there's nothing much support wise. We saw Ethereum already. Filecoin is also near the last week's low, one of the weakest coin at this moment. It had broken this line long back and not even coming close. So I think that even if we can simply ignore it as if it doesn't exist at this moment. I could remove what there are so many coins that are weak and there's no reason to remove. Okay, look at this, another technical move. So rejected by the support. So support was broken, rejected by the support. So again a failed attempt on this week. So if it bounces again, then that would be great, right? In next 1 day or 2 day. But look at that, it's approaching more on the lower end. So that's why this is a bit risky. And after this, there's nothing much to support. If you ask me, there's nothing much to support. So it could come, I don't know, man. This is like, there's nothing. Oh yeah, this one is there, 0.95. Yeah, but still this is not, this is pretty deep, 33%. It looks like different coins, as I said, Bitcoin has around 12% distance, so 10% to 12%, and this, they have 25 to 30 at least. FTT is even weak. Just look at this one, very solid candle. There's no bounce even. Look at that. Rejected again. See, this is another technical. Rejected by 44. There's nothing in this coin. GRT, another technical behavior. Actually, I didn't check all the coins. Right now, I'm going through all the coins. I was focusing on more on Bitcoin and a couple of other. But look at this one. This white line rejected. It supported earlier. Now this is SR flip. Support became resistance. Rejected. That's here. After this, I don't know. I mean, this is the only one, right? This is only territory 4.43 kind of. Okay, HNT also not able to break above R5 convincingly. So heading towards the low, which is R4 at last week's low. After this one, then 21 is the next level support wise. HDR made new low, so this is the weakest one so far and a deep one, right? So next level is 0.74. I don't even bother to draw because to me this is the last one. I can draw a line for this one like here, and you can say in this case it could land over here. Yeah, so then there is still a chance. Okay, we'll see. Next is KCS. This is one of the strongest one, right? Holding up this at least above support so far on the support, you can say right on top of the support, maybe a little lower, but yeah, more or less. So holding up so far, but after this one, because it came very close and bounced. After this, there is nothing. Maybe this one 16, and after that 16, there's 14. So 15 to 16th range is the next probable range for it, which is around 20% drop at least. The KDA made new low. It in a couple of days it bounced really well. Even today it's not that bad. So it's on support. This is good thing. It made this low, new low, but returned back to support that way. But yeah, I mean these levels you could use it for the risk management. Which is the next one is 6.9 and 3.9. But if this is a bear trend, just in case, then you will see complete reset. Complete reset means this thing will come down all the way here. That would be right from the top around 95%. This is what happens usually with alts. They go down by 90 to 99%. So in that case, it'll come down to, I mean, it could come down all the way here, resetting the whole, and then consolidate and so on. That's what happens. But this would take time, few months. If this is the beginning of the bear trend, this is not the time to conclude. But yeah, got to be mentally ready. Survive another attack on this low, like KSM on edge is on edge, rejected by this support. Very similar behavior. Link is one of the weakest one at this moment. Again, came nearby, so it could land on this one 13.2 if this is taken down. LTC same behavior. Retested this low. So this is also weak, very weak point. Look at this one, and then rejected by the support. After this, there's nothing but this 100, maybe this one 117. 117 is the next one. There's nothing much. Luna we covered. MANA Monocoin has actually, yeah, so this was pretty deep, right? And then green has supported now so many levels, but rejected by R7. Right now it's not that bad. It's not that bad, but this is pretty deep. Yeah. So if you look at the whole entire structure, I would put into one single box like this because there's so many support levels. So if this box is broken, then you can say the trend is broken for a different reason. Simple reason being, This went up so much because if it breaks this particular box, which is this level, 2.18 approximately, let's say, this itself is so deep. After this, even if it goes to this one, that's too much. From this is not where you manage risk. I mean, you have to manage somewhere here because this is percentage wise. This is 50% drop. That's not risk management, in my opinion. But yeah, it has so much of range that even after 50% drop, it could go up simply because this was too high and too quick. Next one is Matic. This is one of the strongest one. And if you look at it, touched this white line multiple times. So this is simpler in a way, and there's no sign of weakness on a weekly at this moment. A little bit of correction you saw, it's not a big deal actually, especially when you compare the market condition. So it reached to the all-time high almost, right? And then rejection. But this is one of the strongest one without any doubt. Like this and Luna, I think this Luna and Ethereum, I think these are the 3 coins I would say at this moment really perform well in terms of stability and percentage gain. Luna, mind blowing. Okay, one is just holding up on support, nothing much to say about it. Opal is very weak, made a new low, not just low but pretty deep one. This coin could really go down if Bitcoin corrects further. I don't want to give any resistance. You just ignore this coin for now. I would say, yeah, simply ignore it. Well, RNDR was showing sign because the daily had multiple, so this level, and this level, and it was a green one, but now it turned red. Okay, it was green, but in last few hours it turned red. So the pressure has built up actually on this level again. It broke this one in returning to this one. After this, there's no support. So I mean, this could really reset. I mean, I hate to say this, but I hate to say this, but there is nothing until this. Let me draw it. There's nothing in between. I think this particular particular. I have to calculate for accuracy, but I'll draw this one with a white line. Let's say there's nothing in between. This could come down all the way here. I'm going to keep this and see. I can calculate more accurately, but I think this is good enough to just give you an idea. It could be here and there, but the point I'm trying to make here is there's nothing in between that could support until this level. Yeah, of course, this low has to be broken. It has to break, but weekly, look at the weekly. It looks very weak, extremely weak. It has become weak actually. It wasn't like that. So this could go down all the way to $2. This could also actually, this could help in between. Yeah, this level could help. I didn't see this 2.7. This level could help, but still, I mean, that's pretty deep one. Right? So 3.8 to 27 is pretty 29%. Yeah, not looking good in simple words. Sand also it was looking good, but on weekly it's not. On a daily, yesterday it was doing okay, but now when I see it is not able to climb up. So this was a good development actually. Low, 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 and this was not so good, but I saw some bounce up to this one. I thought it will break above. This was a nice green candle. It turned red now. Not just red, it is now coming down here. Yeah, so that's not looking good. It's changing. Excuse me. It's changing. So it could come down to this level. This is also vulnerable in a way. And there's no major support. It could come down to this level, very low. So this is definitely risky coin from that point of view, because yeah, could go really deep. Ignore this coin totally. I don't want to even talk about this. Probably I should remove it now. Because there's no sign, there's new low, and after this there's nothing, because this is new coin. So if this low is taken down, there's nothing. There's nothing. Ship coin. Rejected by support. What should I say? That's it. Very common behavior. I'm tired seeing this now. So many coins got rejected by the support. SKL also not enough bounce. Not even this could not even come close to this support level. So very weak. Excuse me. I'm so sleepy now. Solana I mentioned, and this is so strong coin. Also NFT demand, but if this reverses in a bear market, this could come down to 20s level, in 20s, or at least in 50s. I have no doubt about it. So yeah, because this was like near vertical move, 90% or maybe 90. Yeah. Let me. So you see this is head. So this I'll say this structure. Let's put this into a box. Okay. See, consider this low, which is around 116. If this structure is broken, there's nothing to support until this level, which is 59. And if that is also taken down, then it comes down to this 19 level. There's nothing. So the way this could move is, let's say this, okay, then a bounce and a little consolidation, and then here maybe a little more bounce all the way up, or we don't know that. Maybe just for illustration, I'll just say all the way up, and then I'm talking about the bear market. I'll stop here. This could be the projection. And now, of course, when each of this particular what is this? Each of these peak that you see is a potential. So the way I think by this time you would know what I'm trying to say. These are potential point where it could go up. I don't want to make it complicated, but these are the points. So this is the path, but these are the decision points, right? And then it could go up and resume like this, something like this. But from here, going up from here, I don't think so. It doesn't look like. At least this level 140, I see. We'll come to know. Hope I'm wrong. Yeah, but I'll keep this because right now this is not a one day. This is not a lower time frame at all. This is weekly. So if weekly is telling me this, then I must keep this. Unicoin. So this is very close to the last week's low, right? So this structure, I'll again I'll draw a box. So simple thing, because if this is broken, then it lands here. It has to be near this level R9, near blue, about 20, so near 25. If it reaches here, then it could escape and go up. So it's not. There's still a possibility that way. We don't want this box to be taken out. So if yeah, last week's low, because this was pretty deep actually. Okay, only two to go. Why I have so many coins? She also tried to climb up, but not much. Pretty weak, as you could see. So it's still here. Still here. Not even try to come close. So looks weak at this moment. Pretty weak. We are a rejected by R2 and also broke the support twice. So earlier this support was broken. R2 was broken. R2 supported a lot, you see, but then broken. Then the support is broken. So many people left. Oh man, I'm glad that. Thank you for staying because I have at least some audience. This week's low was very close to last week's low. Yeah, so in this case, this I would just simply draw a line like this. You could see. I should not draw arrow. Trend line like this. This is very much technical move if you look at it. Same angle. So if this is taken down, yeah, it could go pretty deep. This is a, but if it can consolidate here, then there's good. I think the same thing is true. If it in next 2-3 days, if it can consolidate and move up, then whatever I said, it won't happen. Only thing is, I think next few hours, maybe 12 hours are so important, especially in my absence. I'm a little worried for that reason because you should not be surprised. So if I'm back in few hours, if things are still good, then I'll be able to track it effectively. Yeah, so if it can slowly make progress, this thing can actually improve from this. So it's not dire situation. What I highlighted is some cases, yeah, some coins are weaker, but right now they are not crashing. Bitcoin is not crashing. So my summary is, if it doesn't break yesterday's low, right, Bitcoin, then it could still come up. It could still come up. Yeah, we'll revisit again. We'll go through again after, yeah, maybe 24 hours. No, 20 hours. Tomorrow, so maybe Friday end of day we'll review again. How Friday end of day? Today is Friday, so end of day we'll revisit. Okay, I'll stop the recording at least, and then